everyone, Diane here. Welcome to another decoeasy video of me and my mother-in-law Jenny. We hope that you are going to have fun watching this decor video and we can't wait to start. Are you ready? Let's go. This is what we need for the DIY that we're going to make right now. Let me say, first I'm going to upcycle these Jenga blocks, because these are from my old DIY that I separated. So I have some black ones and some, beeswax parts. And I think they're perfect for reusing, so I don't want to throw them away, just want to reuse them. I also have black paint, because I also have a lot of, I have been making a lot of DIY, sorry. My pronouncing is bad today. I've been making a lot of DIYs with beeswax colors, but now I want to have a black DIY. Therefore I have this black paint, a brush, I have also a hot glue gun and some extra glue sticks. But if that doesn't work, I have this more stronger glue. I also have this candle holder that I'm going to use as some kind of mold. And I have some wooden beads. These are for decoration. We're going to use them later. First, let's put these away. We're not going to need this one directly. Either we do the paint, just this one, and I think then we're going to start with this DIY. What I forgot to mention is that you also need a brush for this kind of glue if you're going to use that. But I'm going to put this away because first I'd like to paint these blocks black. And first I'm going to measure how many blocks I will need, and therefore you might use a mold like this to lay around, because I'm going to make some sort of candle jar idea thing. But I see that this is too small. Just gotta play a little bit with how large is this thing. I think something like this will do. But of course I got to lay it down precisely, and that is pretty hard without gluing anything. So prepare yourself for that. Something like this. And then you're going to lay these one layer above, just like this, and of course assemble it a little bit better than I'm doing right now, because that's where the gluing comes. And you get something like this. Oh, yeah, everything goes up and down. Then you get something like this, and you got to stack that up. So you're going to align it directly with the bottom block, like this. Yeah, it is kind of work, but it's also really therapeutic. I continue going up until you have the satisfying height that you want to have. And then you can count how many blocks you gotta paint, because that's where I'm doing this for. I'm going to continue building, but not gluing yet, of course, because first, we need to paint everything. So I'm going to stack it up, count the blocks, and I might need some new blocks, but then that's it. These are all reused things, and I am really happy with that, so I can give them a new life in another DIY. This is how high I want it to be. So these are the blocks that I need. I used some new ones. I'm going to put away the bag. And I'm going to find myself some tape. And you will see where I'll be using that for. You know, you can use the painting tape. If you're going to paint doors or windows, then you're going to put tape all over the glass, so you're not painting the glass. I'm going to fetch that. I think I have it downstairs. If not, you can also use another kind of wood. I just put out an extra crafting mat, and this is the tape I was talking about. Now let's first put these two together. Just like so. And then, upon the part where you're not going to paint. Well, I think for me it's the best because I paint with my right hand, that I put the painted objects here. You just, oh, don't stick it together. Fold it double. Hold your hand. Rip it off here. And then pull it tight while holding here. And putting it down like this. Might even fold for some more strength. And when you're ready, you can just put your painted object there, because I'm going to blow dry everything. And by gluing them down to the crafting mat, you're not, blowing everything everywhere throughout the whole room. That was a really clever tip. Oh, let's see how much distance we need. I think here. There's a really clever tip that one of our followers just gave us a while ago, and I think, oh, this is very useful, and I wanted to share it with you. If you're blow drying small objects, just use some tape to put them upon your table. Okay, one more roll, and I think then we're ready to paint. Oh, do it otherwise, Diane, not this way. And I'm going to paint everything black, so no beeswax this time, because I'm not in the beeswax mode. I want a sheet black DIY. Okay, painting time. Just took out the blackboard paint again. Now, don't let this come to your clothes. You can wash it off, but prefer not to put it upon my clothes. Most of them, or some of them, not most of them, are already black. I used really a lot of paint. And yeah, I'm just going to paint the leftovers, only not the bottom side, because we want to, glue down there. And if you're having paint upon that part, the glue is not going to stick anymore, or not that good. So I would advise you just only paint the other sections, but not the bottom part. Okay, one more roll of paint here. Wipe off the most excess paint. You're going to lay down here, and I'm gently putting this one down there. Okay, that was one. A few more to go. Oh, there we are, the last block. I needed some more tape, as you can see, 2 rows extra. But now we're there, and then we can start blow drying. However, I think that this part here is already dry, because it took quite a while to paint this. But just put on some music, and then you're having a happy time with yourself. Okay, last part, carefully dab, and then gently brush out that paint. Okay, now let me get out my blow dryer. Let's put this away, and then we can dry everything. Step, everything is dry. Just use the blow dryer, remove the tape, and now all the blocks are ready to be assembled. Personally, I like to use this Create Patch glue. This one is €1 or something from Action. And yeah, if you're following us, you know that this is actually the Mod Podge dupe here. 17 times cheaper than real Mod Podge for almost the same amount. And yeah, also put my brush out. Now I'm going to assemble how I had this in mind. By the way, I was thinking you can, let me lay it down here, you can see it better. You can lay down your blocks like this while you're building your candle holder, but you can also do this. That is just what you prefer. I like to have this one, but you can also just put them 45 degrees in another position. And then that is what you get. Now 2 more here. And hopefully everything will be laying down. Oh, let's just try it with this line here in the center. And let these two join together again here. Okay, are we happy with this? Not completely yet. I think this shape here is more what we're looking for today. I'm very precise with this. It has to be in the right shape. Oh, I know why it's not perfect. There is some, yeah, there still needs to be removed some glue here. That was the whole thing. Okay. Now we're going to replace it with this block instead. Yeah, better. Okay, everything aligned. Let's put on the second layer. Sorry, I thought that the camera was on, but it wasn't. I can imagine it's hard to see, but I just put on the second layer. Didn't use any glue yet, because I just want to see how everything is aligned and if I'm happy with the shape. I think I am now. Now what I'm going to do, take one block out, for example this one here, and that's why I didn't use any, oh, gotta turn it open of course. That's why I didn't use any paint on the bottom, because we need to glue there. And normally I would use my hot glue gun for this job, but I think for this DIY it's better to use this kind of glue. And now I can perfectly see where I need to place this block. Just here, so that these 2 points here will be joining together. Oh no, that was not what we were looking for. Oh, my hands are so shaky, I don't know why. Okay, carefully line everything again. Put this one back here. That was not what I wanted to show you. I'm sorry for that. Okay, careful, pick it out. Will get easier if you're adding multiple layers. Okay, let's brush out the glue again. Oh, this is a lot of glue. It will dry up transparent, of course, but still, too much glue isn't the thing that we're looking for today. Okay, press it again. And another reason why I want to use this kind of glue is that you can still assemble or, you know, rearrange your project while you're working on it. That is one big disadvantage of a hot glue gun. If necessary, it can be really useful that you're gluing quickly, but you don't always want to do that. Sometimes you might need some time to assemble things or just rearrange things. That's depending on the project that you're working on, of course. Okay, I'm going to continue gluing the other 2 blocks until this layer is finished. And then I'm moving 1 ring up, and I'm going to repeat all those steps. So I think I'm going to fast forward, see how assembling goes. Well, almost there with the assembling of the blocks. Here is the last one. And now you have built quite a big construction. There, and I'm carefully going to press. Maybe I can do this better. Press here in the opposite directions. Okay, don't touch it anymore until the glue is dry. I'm going to clean those brushes as well. My suggestion, just put a big book or something upon it so it really presses well together. And yeah, wait until the glue is dry. I think with this it will take about an hour or 1, 2 maybe. Yeah, and I don't think I'm going to continue. Don't know if it'll be today or if I'm going to continue tomorrow. But we'll see. For now, I'm really happy with how it looks. Hope you can see it a little bit this way. It isn't completely round, I'm aware of that. However, I think I did a pretty good try. Let's wait until it's dry. Hey, it's the next day. This thing is completely dry. Let me show you how it looks without the crafting mat, because then you can see it better. Here you see it, and as you can see, I can just throw with it. It is solid as a block. That is what we want. Good. I think we're almost there. Now I want to start decorating, and therefore I have those beads, because I thought it would be nice to place some beads here on the top section. You can leave them in this color, or you can paint them in another color. That is up to you. I think, I think the bee wax is just strong. I think I'm going to bee wax them. And then you get this. I thought it was a funny addition to this craft. And yeah, let's grab the bee wax and also the hot glue gun, because we're going to do the next step. Here's the bee wax and my worn bee wax brush. Okay, I think it's important. Do you want to glue them like this, or do you want to glue them upside down like this? I prefer this because I think this is, you know, stronger, and it will glue much better than when I do this. So the point that you're gluing, don't put bee wax on it, because then the glue won't stick anymore. So I'm not going to put bee wax upon this part here. First, going to take the bee between my fingers. No, first I need bee wax, of course. Always dab off the excess part, and then I just do this. Work around the bead. Carefully turn it over. And there you, I hope at least you can see it. No, the camera is annoying. I won't say that that's where you can see the difference. Okay. Now this will be my bottom part, so I'll try to get a neat line there of a bee waxed and non-bee waxed part. And you just hold the bead like this and add the bee wax to the section that you were just holding. Don't forget to rub your brush in the middle, so also the inside gets bee wax. And then you can leave it there and continue to the other ones. There we are with glue gun and with beads. Just apply them with a small dot of glue on the joint here, and then remove the spider webs and repeat it with the other beads as well, just like this. And yeah, don't worry if you have, you know, joints that aren't completely, you know, on the right place. You're going to cover this with those beads. So if that didn't work out the way as you planned, just use the hot glue with some decorations. And there goes the last one. Okay. Now let it cool down a little bit before the glue, a little bit before you remove any spider webs that might got underneath or in your decoration. Here is one really annoying. There. This is how it looks from the top. And here is the final result. A homemade candle jar idea thing, candle holder, whatever you want to call it, made out of Jenga blocks and beads. simple, but I really love the design. Here you see it from the side. Yeah, it takes some time for the glue to dry, but really I think it fits in almost every interior and you can really style it up to your own taste. Well, let us know what you think of this DIY. This is just a styling idea how you can use that candle holder. There wasn't space in my tray upon the dining table anymore, but there was some space on the fur, and therefore I put it just here. Yes, just some inspiration for you. Hope you like it.